It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in this time to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Esparza, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies. We're ready to get started, so please rise for the presentation of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem by the Alice High School Airport Junior ROTC.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave on the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, thank you to the Alice High School Airport Junior ROTC. Next, we're going to have an invocation by Reverend Pedro T. Elizardo Jr., pastor of St. Joseph Catholic Church.
Good morning to all of you. And first I'm going to say that it does feel like I'm in heaven right now, because this is not a tall stage. So, but we pray that it will be stable for us, because every time we move, it kind of moves with us. So, but let us pray. Father, we thank you for the many gifts in life, especially for the gift of life itself. And we thank you for bringing us all together as we continue to ponder how to better serve the wonderful community that creates this community of ours. We thank you for those who are present, and we thank you for the sacrifices that they all make each and every day to give of themselves, to continue to build in their own goodness the gift of this community. We ask that you watch over the leadership that has been established here in this community. We ask that you watch over our mayor, our council, our city staff. May they always have the strength to be faithful to the dedication that they have responded to, and may they continue to give of themselves, always being self-giving, never seeking to be self-serving. And may the community here continue to support all that they do, so that together we may continue to rise above our own individual selves and continue to look out for our neighbor by extending the love that you first share with us, with them. Bless the meal prepared for us to share, and continue to provide for us through your goodness, and may we continue to provide for others through that same goodness you have established in our hearts. Watch over the young in this community. Take care of them, Lord, wherever they may be. May they always persevere with great confidence and determination. And when they are looked upon, may they always be seen, not as kids, but as faithful people of this community who are also citizens who can establish great good by their actions.
I'd also like to thank the sponsors for this event. They're listed in your programs. These folks and businesses donated money to help offset the cost of this event, and so little or no taxpayer money is going to go to making this happen, so we appreciate the sponsors. We wanted to keep, I know the mayor wanted to keep the taxpayer expense to a minimum, or to have no taxpayer expense in this event on. Also, real quick, Mr. VP Beltran, I'm not sure if he's here with Grassmasters, who provided these flowers and did some landscaping. You know, we've had this building for a while, but he came over and did a great job getting some landscaping done and keep it from being there. So my job is to keep this program according to schedule, and we don't want to extend past everyone's lunch hour. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have lunch and eat, or maybe we can get it done in about 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to have the introduction of our guest speaker. So right now, if we could start maybe with this front table and go row by row and get organized and go get some good food from Rolly's Barbecue. Anybody that's had it, I'm sure everybody has here. It's excellent barbecue. It's the best in town. So have at it, and then we'll come back in about 20 minutes and continue our program. Thank you. Not where it's out. So that's out here, and it's something that we're sponsoring by the City of Alice. Also, before I have to acknowledge our former mayor, John Lemon. He's sitting right there. John, can you stand up? I didn't want to introduce the wrong person, and I see him, so I think of his name, so that got that out of the way. Yeah. Thank you for being here, John. Let's move forward to the program. Next, we're about to start the presentation, and I'm going to introduce our speaker. Mayor Larry Martinez. Do I have her? Some people like to say that he loves to talk and he's long-winded. That's not the one. That's not the one, is it? That's not the Bible. Okay. Sorry. That was something else I was writing somewhere else. Sorry about that. Larry Martinez has been a loyal citizen of Jumos County his entire life. It is here where he met his wife of 35 years, Selena Silva Martinez, who's sitting right there. You want to stand up? There you go. That is definitely his better half. They raised their family in Alice, one daughter, Clarissa Martinez, and one son, the late Lawrence Martinez III. Larry is a proud member of St. Joseph Catholic Church and a member of the Knights of Columbus. Larry is also a retired letter carrier, dedicating 33 years of his life to the United States Postal Service. During his career, Larry was relied upon as a mediator for his unbiased assessment of both labor and management concerns, also trusted to arrive at fair and mutually beneficial outcomes for all parties. Since he retired, though, from what I hear, the mail's getting delivered on time, right? Okay. Larry Martinez is also an accomplished entrepreneur who developed the Forest Creek subdivision in Southwest Alice. The creation of this subdivision provided over 50 homes for Alice, and it continues to help the tax base of the City of Alice, Jumos County, and the Alice Independent School District. Larry began his public service in 1989, serving as a city council member for 10 years. and he continues his commitment to the citizens of South Texas by being elected mayor of Alice in 2013. During his tenure as mayor, Larry has worked together with citizens, business leaders, and lawmakers in Washington to elevate the quality of life for the citizens of Alice. Some of his other accomplishments are helping organize the first Alice and Jim Wells County Economic Development Corporation. He also spearheaded the City of Alice Special Projects Group. He has served as a branch president of the National Association of Letter Carriers and participated in local contract negotiations. He has also lobbied for post-legislative issues on Capitol Hill and was appointed the 15th Congressional District Liaison for Congressman Rubin and Melissa. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mayor of the City of Alice, Larry Martinez.
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing today? I didn't know it was going to be a roasting. I thought it was going to be a sitting. My council members tell me that I am long-winded. I wish I had long hair, but I'm not long-winded, okay? But nevertheless, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here, that you're here with me today, and I really appreciate the efforts. I know we're going to start a student program and make sure that everybody's going to get back to work at 1 o'clock, so we're going to, I took out the short version, okay? So it's not going to be the long version for the announcement. Again, I'd like to extend my heartfelt appreciation for taking the time and interest in coming today to be informed about the state of the city of Alice, Texas. Your presence here today demonstrates your belief and support in our community. A community can be considered the sum of many parts. Professional city planners will tell you that a city or a community is made up of various elements such as available natural resources, buildings, economy, and transportation. It's true. All of these things are a part of a community, but above all, what a community is made of is people. The people of a community is what truly make a community worth living in. And when I think of the city of Alice and the people that make our city, that community, I think of how fortunate I am to live in this community, the city of Alice. And thanks to all the people that live in our city, the state of our city is excellent. We've been able to accomplish as a team effort by working together. We keep making Alice, Texas better and better. I would not be able to stand and claim to you that the state of the city is excellent if it were not for the team that works with me on a daily basis, the city council members. And with your indulgence, I'd just like to take a moment to recognize city council members who have spent countless hours here working for you and this city. May I ask all the city council members to please stand and to be recognized. Mayor Esparza, Councilman Esparza, Councilwoman Yvette Terrell Johnson, Councilmember Frank Hinojosa, and Councilmember Raul Chapa. Please allow me to thank you for council members spend a lot of their own time working and doing things for the city, and it takes a really special and dedicated person to do that. And on behalf of the city, I would really like to thank each and every one of you for doing that. I'd also like to take a little bit of time to ask for any elected officials that are here with us today. Do we have any elected officials that are here with us today? If you are, please stand. So Mike there. Mike from the school board, thank you. Thank you for being here today. They choose to themselves to participate in their respective boards. Next, I would like to thank or recognize the staff of the City of Alice who work tirelessly for us. Can I please ask all the city staff to stand and be recognized? There's a lot of us here, am I correct? Special thanks and recognition needs to be given to the entire event committee for helping organize this State of the City event. Thank you, committee, for your diligent work. In the moments leading up to this presentation today, I took a moment to look back over the past year and I considered everything we, as a team, have accomplished. It is with great pride that I'm able to tell you that we were able to accomplish some pretty impressive things. For example, in fiscal year 2013, we were able to bring in more revenue than what was expected. This means that we're able to protect our financial reserves. We maintain city services and did not reduce the services that the citizens are accustomed to. And we did did that without raising our fees for those services. We worked hard to provide property tax relief to our home and business owners by maintaining the property tax rate at 24.7 cents for the past 2 years. Our city was able to recognize our staff for the hard work by giving them a pay increase. We continue to fight or fix and replace aging infrastructure so that our city can continue to sustain itself and grow. And although we did all these things, we were able to finish last year with a financial surplus of over $4.1 million. $4.1 million of the surplus. That's a really good accomplishment. Those are some of the things that make me very proud to be your mayor. And as impressive as those accomplishments are, if we take a closer look at some of the data and trends that support those outcomes, I become even more excited about what we as a community have accomplished and about what it is possible. One of the first things that jumps to me is our economy being so powerful that our sales tax, that is the tax that is applied against consumption of goods and services, has increased by 175% from 2004 to 2013. That is an increase of over $1 million per year and a total annual increase of almost $10 million. Now, what really makes this impressive is that the rate of inflation has increased by only 22.1% during the same period of time, which means that over 150% in the growth of sales tax is due to the increase in our local economy, and that is very impressive. And while I mentioned earlier that we were able to maintain our city tax rate from 2013 to 2014, when you look closer at the historical trend, you can see that since 2005, we have cut our tax rate from 43.6 cents to 24.7 cents for a total of 18.9 cent reduction over the last 10 years. This is a reduction in our tax rate of about 43%. For our citizens and businesses, this means less money going towards property taxes and more money being spent on goods and services, which, by the way, leads to more sales tax revenue to maintain our services, and an investment in our infrastructure, as I mentioned earlier. Now, while this is something that we should all be proud of, it pleases me to say that if you compare our property tax rate in 2013 of 24.7 cents to the other cities that are close to ours, you will see that our tax rate in 2013 was in fact the lowest compared to Robstown, Portland, Beeville, Kingsville, Laredo, and Corpus Christi. Now that one comparison alone is what attracts businesses and residents to Alice, and we will fuel our growth in the future. While it is always good to look at the revenue trends and why they're up on the upswing, I would be remiss if I did share with you how we've been spending the money in our community, the money that our community has received. One of the most important items the community can invest in is its infrastructure. This is an investment in our roads, utilities, airport, and so on. This investment is what provides citizens who live here a better, a safer, a cleaner, and a business-friendly community. While we are very proud that from 1998 to 2007, we spent over $16.2 million on infrastructure, everything from streets to landfill improvements. What I am very proud of is that in the past 5 years, from 2008 to 2013, while our tax rate was at the lowest point over the prior 10 years, the city of Alice actually increased its investment in essential infrastructure to $38 million, an increase of about 135%. That's 135% more dollars spent on streets, wastewater, water, landfill, and the airport and flood control. Some of these projects include renovations of existing water ground storage tanks that increased our water ground storage capacity by 25% during a prolonged period of drought. The city of Alice in 2013 also replaced almost 5 miles of water line that were old and in danger of failure. Since 2007, we have rehabilitated 22 miles of our water lines, and that is equal to 22% of our total water lines in our system. During the same period, we rehabilitated 23 miles of wastewater lines. That equals to about 30% of our total wastewater system. We also recently constructed 3.4 miles of Texas Boulevard to extend its useful life and maintain over 36 miles of streets to ensure that we are able to avoid costly reconstruction expenses in the next 3 to 5 years. The list of street improvements is too long to list, but the slides that will be presented to you today as we're going through this presentation will give you an idea of the level of effort that we have put into our streets. We're also proud of the progress that we've made on the Highway 44 project. Between San Fernando Creek and Florida Road, this project is a partnership between the City of Dallas, Jim Wells County, and the Texas Department of Transportation to complete road improvements, add landscaping, curbs and lighting along that corridor. Construction of this collaborative project, which will benefit the citizens of Dallas, is expected to begin in the summer of 2014. At the end of the day, we have greatly improved our entire infrastructure for our citizens and business owners. Now, the investment in infrastructure is expensive, and we have to borrow money to pay for those costs. This is typical with almost every city in the country, but the City of Dallas did something that was not very typical. While I just shared with you that our expenditures on much-needed infrastructure increased to $38 million over the last 5 years, our total debt actually decreased by 13.84% in the last 3 years. This is a good example of wise financial stewardship and leveraging investments in our water services with interest-free loans from the Texas Water Development Board. How many cities can say they've increased their capital project spending while decreasing their total outstanding debt balance? Not very many. Even better, we paid off a $2.6 billion debt obligation that was on the books since 1999. So in reviewing our city's infrastructure budget, you can see that we have been heavily invested in our streets, water, and wastewater system, and other entities who are carefully managing our dollars and reducing our total cost of debt. We are very proud of this accomplishment. But as you know, cities need to offer its citizens more than infrastructure. Cities need to offer their citizens services that they can rely on day in and day out. So next, let me talk a little bit about how we've invested in our city departments. Over the last 2 years, the City of Dallas has committed to improving our services by spending over $4 million on equipment so our staff can do their jobs well. Over 25% of this amount has been spent for police and fire public safety services. Another 25% has gone towards services such as streets, sanitation, and landfill. The other 50% is spread out to all the other departments, including parks, facilities, and the libraries, just to name a few. With this, the departments were equipped with police vehicles, radios, cameras, fire trucks, park bathrooms, concession stands, walking trails, trucks, playground equipment, libraries, air conditioners, computer equipment, software, improved facilities, street sweepers, bulldozers, mowing equipment, the list goes on and on. But we provided the citizens of Dallas a better service, and we improved the facilities and its amenities. But with all this investment in the city department, you may be asking, well, what did we get for our investment? Was anything good accomplished with all this money being spent? Let me assure you that we have a very qualified, hard-working staff that strives to maximize the value of every dollar spent. So let me report to you today what was exactly accomplished over the past 2 years. Your Dallas Police Department has worked extremely hard to keep you safe every day. This staff has worked to increase the number of cases cleared by the Criminal Investigation Division by 92%, or 512 cases during the period of 2011 to 2013. The Police Humane Division increased the number of stray cats and dogs picked up and increased the number of animal adoptions from 27 in 2011 to 208 in 2013. That is about 670% increase. Total patrol responses to calls for assistance were increased by over 1,000 responses, which equals to about an increase of about 6.8% in 2 years. With these additional responses, the Dallas Police Department arrested a total of over 1,600 individuals last year, including this number over 100 arrests by the Special Tactical Operations Unit which is a great example of a multi-agency cooperation among the Alice Police Department, Jimos County Sheriff's Department, Department of Public Safety, and the United States Border Patrol. This collaborative effort seized large amounts of narcotics, received 2 stolen vehicles, and seized 1 weapon. As a result of all this outstanding work, I am pleased to announce that on February 25th, 2014, the City of Alice received this notice. On behalf of the Texas Police Chiefs Association Foundation, we want to officially notify you that the Alice Police Department has achieved recognized status for compliance with the Texas Law Enforcement Agency's Best Practice Recognition Program. Chief Randy Weems and the Alice Police Department are to be commended for their commitment made to this process. Each employee of this agency can be proud of this accomplishment. This is the 94th recognized agency. Chief Weems is here present with us today. All Alice Police Department, would you please stand and be recognized and proceed? Chief, on behalf of myself, the City Council, and the citizens of Alice, we thank you and congratulate you for all your efforts. The firefighters of the Alice Fire Department performed an exceptional service by responding to 772 requests for service, including 185 responses to fires in our community. All calls for the fire service were responded to within 5 minutes and resulted in a save rate of property of 96%. In addition to this fine record of saving property, the Alice Fire Department also responded to 46 rescue operations, including 13 for victims trapped in vehicles. To continue to improve their ability to respond to emergencies, the fire department personnel received training in swift water and flood rescue, confined space rescue, rapid intervention training, and trench rescue. In total, the fire department personnel received 1,154 hours of training to better serve the citizens of Alice. Beyond responding to emergencies, the fire department personnel improved their ability to prevent emergencies by training 625 citizens in fire safety in our community. During the past year, the City of Alice also has had numerous programs and events in addition to providing a comprehensive book collection for citizens to check out and read for their personal enjoyment. The special programs offered through our library system are too numerous to mention, but some of the highlights include an annual summer reading program for young readers ages 3 to 12, hosting a writing workshop for the public to help them get published with well-known authors, with our well-known author, Estela Gutierrez, sponsorship of the Science Rocks program at Anderson Park, which educated the public about space, weather, and energy. Hosting an event about the Chinese New Year, providing a year-round program called Families Reading Together, presented a preschool reading program called Storybook Friends for children ages 3 to 5 every Wednesday morning. And all year long, the staff at the library has displayed artwork by a local artist. This result of all this and more is that the culture and educational development of all of our citizens, young and old, being carefully nurtured by our local library staff. Our community development program, which includes parks, recreation, swimming pools, code compliance, and inspections, and permitting in the last year, has provided extraordinary service to our citizens. This department is responsible for the passage of 11 rezoning cases, approving 13 plats, and 3 special exception permits. All these efforts provide for the orderly and well-planned growth in the City of Alice. Also, the department has held 4 major neighborhood cleanup events, oversaw 12 demolition projects, and conducted 232 restaurant health inspections. Our citizens were treated to numerous events, including an Easter egg hunt at Veterans Plaza Park, cross-training at Anderson Park, the 5K races also at Anderson Park, and sponsorship of the Ironman competition and cardio challenge. These events were delivered to improve the mental and physical well-being of our citizens. Also, the Community Development Department offered a host of 14 different adult and youth leagues for sports ranging from softball to football and soccer to kickball, so that over 2,100 participants could enjoy the fun and reward of the friendly competition and the field of play. One of the difficult things to do or to measure in the city is the value of the services that were delivered. In other words, how do we know if the reading workshop helped a young student to read? How do we know the investment that we made in the street was done in the manner that will result in extending the life of our road system? Did we reduce enough crime? Did we save enough property from destruction or fire? The answer to these questions is elusive, but at the end of the day, we can appreciate that together we did our best, and we take comfort in the fact that we will strive to do better tomorrow. In the meantime, we should take time to enjoy our friends, our family, and our community. Although our community is made up of many things, in the end, it is all about people. Now, some of you among us can be sure of something that if it is measured or counted, if you absolutely have to walk away with a sense of the value of what was accomplished, I can only suggest that we look at the numbers that are verified by our independent auditor. Each year, our auditor looks at all the city's finances and offers a report independently of what our financial condition is. One of the most basic measures of how a city or business is doing is to compare total liabilities to total assets. To make this clear, a liability is simply money that is owed. An asset is anything owned that has monetary value. By applying that basic accounting calculation to the city of Alice, we can see that in 2012, the last year our financial audit was completed with our assets, the value of what the city owns today is $96.7 million, and the liabilities, the money owed, is at $35.4 million. The positive value of assets over liabilities is $31.3 million. It is the largest that it has been for the last 9 years. If you want to measure success, that might be the better way to do it. Although the state of the city is excellent, we can't be happy with that. We are proud of what all our work has accomplished. Our city is safe, it's protected, service, growing, and financially sound. But there are still many things that need to be done. Many projects need to be completed. That is why your city council and I have already been planning for the future. First, we are diligently seeking an experienced city manager, and we will do everything possible to hire the best candidate for the city of Alice. Also, we have completed a workshop that identified the 5 most critical projects facing the city. We created a vision statement on what successes will look like for those projects. We have identified time frames these projects should be completed, and we've also identified how often we would like staff to keep us informed on the progress, and finally, identified the key stakeholders on who can contribute to the success of these projects. This effort provides the city of Alice with a first step, drawing a roadmap to our future so our community, the people of Alice, Texas, will know what steps we need to take to be the best city in Texas. And finally, we continue to work diligently to ensure successful completion of the Alice multi-use complex so that it may serve our community and be a place all residents can be proud of. In closing, please allow me a final moment to extend my sincere appreciation to everyone, including staff and volunteers who helped put this event together. Without their help, none of this would have been possible. I hope you feel as confident as I am of the exceptional state our city is in, and feel just as confident that you are on a path to accomplish extraordinary things. Together, as many people living in a single community, we can only be successful as we dream is possible. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here today and for your attention and the time that we spent. I hope everybody's enjoyed themselves. I know you had a slide presentation that you were able to share that with. At the end there, we have, I'd like to know how you feel about this building. When the council and us came together, we decided this building was something that we would want to entertain guests in. I thought it was a really great thing. There's a lot of possibilities for this building, so we're going to let you talk amongst yourselves. Council will look at what it is that we need to do with it, but we felt that it was really good to have it here and showcase a little bit of what we have. There are some office spaces that are available. There'll be some individuals here that might take you up for a little tours if you're interested. I know time is getting really close. I think we've held you back to almost 1 o'clock. But again, thank you, God bless you, and be safe driving to your next destination. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for being here. That concludes our State of the City address. We're going to leave that on for a little bit if somebody wants to watch that presentation go on, but you guys are free to go. Welcome to look around and see this building and give us some input. So thank you all for being here.
Every night and every day, cold nights, dark days, I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you till the final curtain falls. Just wanna be with you, then no nothing at all. There's a price to pay for doing what we do, but I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. Yeah. I just wanna be with you. Oh, I just wanna be with you. Cause I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. Oh, I just wanna be with you.